So I welcome you all to this new session, Market Structure Unit 7.2, in which we will be covering three topics: perfect market, what is perfect market, how pricing is done in perfect market, and what should be the shutdown point. So types of markets on the basis of competition. The first one is pure competition or perfect competition. Although there is a difference between pure competition and perfect competition, but they are very near to same. There are few conditions which makes them little bit different. If any condition which is not met in those markets related to perfect competition, then it will be imperfect competition. Then when you have single seller, you have monopoly where one seller and large number of buyers. In case of monopolistic, we have few sellers and large number of buyers. In oligopoly, the condition is same, but we will discuss later on what is the difference between monopolistic and oligopoly. So coming to our topic, pure and perfect competitive markets. The assumptions of pure competition is that the number of buyers and sellers is so large that no individual buyer or seller can influence the market price and output by his independent action. This is the reason that every buyer and seller purchases or sells a very insignificant amount of total output. The next product is homogeneous, which means if a firm produces a product which is accepted by consumers as a homogeneous or identical, there is no way in which buyers can distinguish product sold by different sellers. Then coming to next, the firms, there is a free entry and exit to market. This means that anybody who they are getting better revenue, better profit, they can enter the market. And similarly, if the industry suffers losses and they feel that they cannot survive, then they can quit the market. Then the fourth one is there is no government regulations like taxes, subsidies, rationing of essential goods. Then the fifth one is uniform prices. At a particular time, uniform of a commodity prevails all over the market. So these all are 5 assumptions for pure competition. You mind it, this is for pure competition. And if we add certain more assumption, then it will be perfect competition. What are they? Number 1, perfect knowledge of buyers and sellers. Perfect knowledge means the buyers and sellers, they have a full knowledge of price at which transaction is taking place, what are the market conditions. And next is perfect mobility of factors. Perfect mobility of factors means factors of production like labor, capital can freely move from one firm to another in a industry. There can also move from one job to another, and in this way there is a scope of learning newer skills. Then the third point is absence of overhead cost. Absence of overhead cost means the selling and transportation cost. Selling and other promotional costs are not present in the perfect market. Okay. So all the assumption, if they are met, it will be perfect market, and if it is not met, it will be imperfect market. Okay. So now, as I told you, in perfect competition, the firms are price taking. What do you mean by this price taking? A firm is said to be the price taker because it takes market as there is no control over the price. from both the side, buyers and seller, their amount of purchase or selling is so much insignificant that they cannot control over price. And what is the reason behind that? If producer tried to charge higher prices, it would lose all its business, because consumer will go elsewhere to buy the same product for less, because there are other sellers also present in the market. Then similarly, if a firm or a producer is very small, it can sell as much as it wants at the market prices. So there is no reason to charge lower prices. This means that there should be a profit motive. The firm or producer is very small and it can sell as much as it want at the market price. Okay, let's discuss the demand curve of the product of a perfectly competitive firm, which shows how much they can sold at a specific prices. Okay, let's see what we can do. Suppose there is a market price of rupees 5, and at 5 they can sell unit 10 of commodity. The quantity demanded is 10, your price is 5. Okay, they can also sell 20 quantities at the same price. Similarly, they can sell 30 quantities of product at the same price. Then if the 40 units, then also price will remain same. So if we sum up and join all the points on this demand curve of a firm, you will get a straight horizontal line, which is not only the market price, that means the price of whole market, it is also the demand. Okay, so at the market price, the demand curve for perfectly competitive firm is a horizontal line, and this is also a demand curve. Okay, then we will discuss how this total revenue and marginal revenue. Total revenue is price into quantity, how much price which is prevailing in the market and how much quantity we are buying or selling. That is how much revenue we will get, at what price we are selling, how much of quantity. Then the formula is TR equal to PQ, total revenue is equal to price into quantity. And similarly for marginal revenue, it is a additional earned from one additional unit of output. If we are adding one output unit, then what additional revenue we will get out of that. So it will be equal to marginal revenue, the change in total revenue divided by the change in quantity. So what will be the marginal revenue in perfect competitive market? See, since you cannot change the price, so price will remain same, and when price will remain same, it will be the same as the price, because every time you will get the same return on additional unit of the output sold, product sold. Okay, so your marginal revenue is equal to marginal price, and already we have seen that it was a horizontal line, and also it is also equal to the demand curve, because that is also a horizontal line at the level of market price. So here marginal revenue, market price and demand is same. Okay, yes, like this you see that the market price, demand and marginal revenue is same in case of competitive market, perfect competitive. Then what should be the optimum output level? Optimum output level means up to what level we should produce. Okay. So to get the maximum profit, the firm will produce at the output level where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So the marginal cost plays important role in this, that the point where marginal revenue and marginal cost is same, we will produce up to that point. So at what level, what should be the optimum output level of a firm, how much they produce to maximize their profit? In perfect competition, the firm will produce up to the point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, because if they will increase beyond that, the cost will be higher than the revenue. So here profitability will decrease. Maybe in short run you can operate, but in long run you have to maintain this level. Okay. So firm will produce where marginal revenue and marginal cost curve intersects. Let us see next unit, that is 7.3.